Hi there. I don't really know how this video is going to go, but I want to start my YouTube channel. So what I'm doing is I'm in my living room. The lighting is terrible in here, as you can see. It's literally a light bulb on the ceiling. But this is the room that had the house fire in it it was the 15th. No, it wasn't. It was the 13th of May, 2018. So after the house fire, this room ended up, and you can see it now, it has walls, it has a ceiling, it has, door frames, etc. It's also got a door here, which takes us through to another room, which is going to be my study. So I've been really busy in the last few weeks. Let me think. My friend offered to help me declutter and make my home much more suitable for an environment for life. And it was as a thank you present to me because of something I had done earlier. She knows what that was, and I don't need to say it, but yeah, so with her help, we managed to get this room sorted from being stacked really high full of boxes which had come back after the house fire from the insurance company in early 2019 in a hurry, just before I was going to get married to my second husband. And it had been something which was emotionally really heavy and daunting, and for my ADHD mind overwhelming and suitable for grand procrastination to actually never do anything about it. And I did have a vision at the start of this year that I was going to start to clear the room out, and I did start clearing it out, and the one next door, which is now going to be my study, which equally you could not even get into that room. You couldn't even get across this room to get into that one, and you could try and get in through from the outside world into that room, but it was still really, really difficult. So we had a lot of decluttering to do, and I did get help with that in the early months of the year, but we only got so far. Then a lot of things happened, and I kind of lost the drive and the momentum, but my friend offered to help with the decluttering process in early December. So here we are. So now I can show you, hopefully, right? So behind me is the actual Christmas tree, which can still be up because we're on the 5th of January right now. I've got to take it. It can't be up tomorrow. Well, it can be up, but you're not allowed the lights on. That's what my mum always told me. So I'm sticking by that. Which, when she said in 8 days' time we'll be putting a Christmas tree up in here, you better order one up, I was like, don't be so ridiculous. But here we are, and we did it. I honestly couldn't believe how much we got done in an 8-day period, and we weren't doing it every day either. And that was good for me because I needed some time to process the different objects and items that were coming out of the boxes. And what I said to my friend was, do you know what? I've realized I had a real big problem in terms of hoarding. I didn't realize I did. I just thought I was a normal person that liked my stuff. But it became really obvious to her and to myself, obviously self-awareness is the most important thing, that I had gone through various phases in my life, hyper-focuses, you could say, when different items were coming up for assessment. Did they stay? Did they go? And I think my main rule of thumb, which she helped me with, because she knows that if it's not on my highest timeline, it has to go. And I know that too, but I needed help in recognizing or being reminded in the moment when I was, what do I do with this thing? Does it serve your highest timeline now, Lynn? Which meant that I made some really, what some people might think were harsh decisions. I certainly thought they were quite harsh until I realized that the things were no longer necessary. We come here into this earth with nothing and we leave with nothing. So why is anything to be attached to? If it's useful, if it's beautiful, if it makes you happy, if it's worth keeping for whatever reason, maybe it was your granny's old ornament or something and you really want to keep that thing, but you've got like 20 of them, then you're in a bit of a, well, do you keep the entire collection or what do you do? So there were some tough decisions to be made, but I have to say, when it came to my grandparents, I did keep most of the items that were precious to me, like an old book with the written inside it from my granny from when I was a little girl, etc. Anyway, I'm digressing now, but what I wanted to do was start taking my YouTube channel in a direction where I think and I hope it will be useful to some people who are in a bit of a dilemma like I was. ADHD can often go along with hoarding disorder, and I'm not going to call myself a hoarder because I'm not naturally a hoarder. I actually really like flowing free spaces and the ability for energy to move and people to move around a house. I think what I had was overwhelm, and that was very much frozen or stuck inside of my nervous system. And I do want to talk about one particular product that I've taken, maybe not necessarily just now, but on my YouTube channel I will mention it because it has helped me to go from a dysregulated to a regulated nervous system, which is important for various reasons. You need to have regulation of your nervous system to make better informed decisions in the moment. And the moment is the only place where you have your power. So if you're holding on to things from the past, if you're in a hypervigilant state of, when's the other shoe going to drop in the future, things are good now, but they might change, blah, 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 then you're giving away your energy to the past and to the future, and you're not having it where you needed, which is in the right now moment. So let me just show you anyway, because I've waffled on a lot. And I do want to have my channel sort of explore more of these things, because I do think that the people who resonate will want to align, and that's why I'm calling my channel Align with Dr. Lynn, not for any other reason than if you align, you align, and if you don't, you don't, and that's okay. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. So those who will want to align with me will do that, and those who don't, that's absolutely fine too. So yes, my Christmas tree, here it is, absolutely gorgeous. You can see it's getting dark outside because it's the north of Scotland and we still got quite a bit of snow outside. It's been snowing the last few days. And I want to show you this, which is, if I can show you that is Glasgow University, as seen from one of the arches in the Kelvin Grove Art Gallery, which is at Kelvin Grove Park. Now you'll see here, along here, this is actually not the original amount, so I could actually get it reframed, but I'm yet to decide if I want to, because this picture was actually here when the house fire happened. And it survived, and the marks on the bottom of it are literally just from the water damage from the firefighters coming in through the door that's just behind me, that door, and saving my house. So it's actually quite cool because the picture itself is fine. It's an etching that my granddad got in an auction, and he got other etchings. They were actually in the hallway, just through that door and up the stairs. So they got saved as well. And it's really funny because a lot of the things in my house that were saved were like really, really precious things because they were in different rooms, including my cat, who did normally sleep in the living room, but for some weird reason was in the utility room 2 doors away. No, wait a minute, 3 doors between the cat and here when the house fire happened. And that was only because the cat had come home and I wanted to feed him because I hadn't seen him all day. So I put him in the utility room where he wouldn't be disturbed. And that's why he was not in the living room when the house fire happened. So we've still got Tails the cat. And then I want to show you this behind me here. That is a dresser that was made by one of my granny's on my dad's side, one of my Granny Marjorie's relatives. So he made this dresser. It's honestly amazing because it's got the barley twist features. It's got a lovely mirror. It has lovely woody features, and it contains my dinner service. And it had my medical degree inside it, and luckily that was in my kitchen, so that piece of furniture did not get ruined in the house fire. What else have I got here? Well, the house fire led to some benefits, which is really lovely. So here we have my beautiful fire, which the fire surround, actually we'll highlight the fire surround. I'm not so happy with the finish inside the fire, but my son is a stonemason apprentice and he's going to try and help with that. But the fire surround, it's not original to this house. In fact, it can't be, because all of the walls and the ceiling and the cornice and everything was stripped right back out of this room because it was so badly damaged in the house fire. And the house fire happened because a laptop went on fire. We're in the living room at 9:15 at night on a Sunday night, and it was a school day the next day. And literally at 11:30 the same night, so just over 2 hours later, we were all evacuating the house. And 5 minutes after we did that, the firefighters actually appeared, which was amazing. I'm so grateful to the firefighters. They are honestly amazing, and I know some of them as well. John McGowan and his brother Neil. And I don't know who the other firefighters were, but there were more than just the two brothers, but they were definitely part of it, and I'm so grateful to them. So here we have the fire surround, which I absolutely love, which is in keeping with the date of my house, which is late 1800s. So the fire surround, soon after the house fire, I actually went to an antiques place and I was just needing cheered up, and I found that fire surround, and it was about £100, and the antique dealer said that it is late 1800s is when it's from. So I went home, measured the place, and I thought, oh my goodness, it's going to be perfect for my living room. So here we are. We have the beautiful Victorian fire surround, an original, not for this house, but looks really good. Excuse the dangling wires from the wall. That is wall lights about to happen. Well, they're going to happen. Happily for me, my son's big brother is an electrician apprentice, and he's going to be the one who I'm hoping is going to come and sort these things out for me. But yeah, I just wanted to share on a YouTube channel some of my learning over the years of just being alive, of how to align with your soul and take your power back, which the only way you can is by living in the moment and focusing all of your energy in it, not giving your power away to someone else. No one's going to come and rescue you. You are powerful to create your own reality in the 3D. And I'm so happy because I have now, look at my hair, it's actually just been washed, managed to create my home into my sanctuary. And behind me in that door, through that door, sorry, not in the door, but through it, I can't show you just now because there's no lights in there yet, but it's going to be my study. And I am waiting for the ideal desk to arrive, which I did manifest. I'm so happy about my desk. So that I can work from there and build on what I want is to build my YouTube channel. So if you're part of this and you're curious to know what I'm going to be talking about, then great. I'm so happy to have you here. And yeah, let's just see what happens next. I've got no idea what I'm going to talk about because I can talk about anything in any given moment. But what I want to focus on is aligning your heart with your brain, with your body, with your soul, to come into alignment so that you're living your best life. So hopefully we can do that together over time, because it is a process. It's a process of embodying the frequencies that you need to embody to live your best life, which, I mean, well, I don't want to talk about too much just now, but embodying the frequency of love itself is a big part of it. That might sound really weird to people who don't know the concept that love is actually a frequency that we feel and we embody, rather than something that is for transactional exchange, like the normal you would expect from a romantic relationship, because romance comes from the word Roman, where there's lots of rules. Romantic is like the rules of love. But actually, I believe that romantic love, as it is between soulmates, is very different from the kind of love that you just embody, which is now what we're talking about, coming into inner union with your own self, with your own soul. And when you do that, your life in the 3D is going to organize itself around that embodied energy, which I am finding is a thing. So this is why I'm excited to share. And if you are, on board with coming along with me on this journey, then I'd love to have you. And please feel free, if you would like to like and subscribe, obviously, that's great if you can. If not, that's fine too. But I'm asking because it's a thing where you can feed your energy into what we co-create here together, and hopefully we'll come up with a great channel between us all. So that's probably enough speaking for one day, and I'm going to let that sit. I'm going to upload it to my YouTube, and happy 2026, happy new year to everyone from my home to yours, and thank you for coming with me on this journey.